Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Port Aransas, Texas, out here on Mustang Island. Closest big city would be Corpus Christi. We just got it's it's definitely been a feast or famine deal here. We've been in a drought for a long time, and for me that made the beach just about undrivable. Not for everyone, but for me personally. So, we got some rain. Well, just before we got the rain, we had the super moons. Same moon. I shouldn't say super moons. So that brought the tide up a little bit. We got 3 days of rain. Corpus Christi got flooding. Rockport got a nice amount of rain. That's where I usually am at. And I'm kind of curious to see what condition the beaches are in. University of Texas Marine Science Institute. They used to have a really nice little walking area over there. I can see a big ship straight ahead, out at sea, out in the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico. You play golf, and that is the Gulf. I've only been coming to this area for 25 years. I'm going to get that right eventually, but not today. High water, well, they got the excavator, they got a backhoe. We're just going to give them lots of room. You go ahead, buddy. That's it. Just back up right behind the excavator. Don't worry. He might see you. Then again, he might not. I wanted to say good morning to my friend Mary. Mary, thank you for all your kind words and all of your support. I appreciate you, friend. Hey, Mary, roll my intro. Well, guys, I talked to the gentleman running the excavator, and he said you can drive out there if you want to, but I wouldn't. And there are some people out there driving. I'm going to give it more time. It's basically, at least this part of the beach, it's just wet mud sand. You know, it's not that powder that we want to drive on, that nice packed powder. So we'll have to find some other things to do in Port Aransas today. That's kind of what I thought, but I still want to come over here. We're going to check out some of the other stuff in town. This is Station Road in Port Aransas. United States Coast Guard Station, Port Aransas, Department of Homeland Security. We got the boat right there to see us. We usually see them from the distance. There's some gentlemen working on the boat. That's pretty neat. Let's let them do their thing. My guess would be, and I'm sorry I forget. Look at those palm trees, guys. I forget who had asked, but there's the pier that they're working on. And I'm guessing it's not open yet. What do you guys think? Closed. No dogs allowed. We'll have to keep an eye on that, guys, and see when they open up. But there's a huge pier, and I said it in the last video, we see it when we're out ship watching. Pretty cool. There's another palm tree. There's Trout Street. I've gotten a meal there before. Brought the girls here. We sat on the back deck. Had a great conversation and a good visit, and the food was okay. Not great, not bad. Service was good. The view was nice. This little marina here with the Corpus Christi shipping channel right behind it. Man, I'll have to look on Facebook. That had to be 5 or 6 years ago. Virginia's on the bay, which is an odd name because it's not on the bay. I just realized that. I've driven by here for 20 years, and I'm just picking that up today. It's 9:13 in the morning, so there's not a whole lot of crowds. Good morning. There's the water. Fisherman's Wharf. Pew pew. Make sure no one's behind me. Fisherman's Wharf. Grumbles Seafood. You know, I need to try Grumbles. I've never tried Virginia's on the Bay or Grumbles. Oh, there's string lights. I was just going to say, power lines always mess up my photos, but there's string lights. I bet you that looks nice at night for you crazy people that go out after dark. Not me. I want to be in the back of my love shack watching my friends' YouTube videos. I still love that house right there. I don't know if it's a house, a condo, what it is, but it's surrounded by businesses. It's the boathouse, 804 Tarpon. That is pretty neat, though. Kind of unique. There's the Tarpon Inn. That's been there forever. I guess we're not supposed to go up here. Every time I drive by here, I think of RV Living with the Geezer. Check his channel out. Calvin told me about that place, and I went in once. That is an interesting place. This one's got at least 4 tugboats assisting it. And it's about as big as a ship as I've seen come through the channel. 340 meters long, 60 meters wide. That's the Tachina. And it is flying the flag of Liberia. It was built in 2021. It's coming from Corpus Christi, Texas, heading to New Orleans. And I'm always amazed at how quiet these things run. Ahead there's a sharp right-hand turn, and a lot of these longer ships need assistance in making that turn. Hence the tugboats. It's a gorgeous day, guys. Getting hot, but Still real pretty out. You can kind of make out the name there. Tateshina. Just taking its time. Once it makes that right-hand turn, it'll pick up speed. And when it makes that right-hand turn, that's usually where I like to film the ships from. But this is kind of the backside of Portland. About a half a mile or so ahead is where the ferries cross. Just to give you an idea of where we're at. I don't know if I mentioned it, but that's a crude oil tanker. And that is most likely empty right now. Because when they are full, they will be low riding. They got a tugboat up front on each side. And then they have a tugboat on the back to help it make that swing. And that's tethered. And here comes the wave from the ship. This is always neat. Someone was telling me, you know, many years ago, this concrete and rebar bulkhead wasn't here. So people would be fishing and they would have to go scattering when that wave came through. And it happens occasionally now that the waves will break, more than occasionally, break over the bulkhead. But it's always neat. Sometimes you see the dolphins basically surfing, either at the bow of the ship or playing in the waves. There you go, guys. There's a big ship for you. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching.